I believe that for whatever reason you divorce, you have to repent. And I have had to repent.
At age 74, renowned preacher and evangelist Bishop Noel Jones finds himself at the center of a personal revelation when his wife comes forward with a shocking story at church. After decades of leading a public life as a spiritual leader and respected figure in the church, the bishop's private life has also come to light. This shocking expose reveals the complex dynamics behind their marriage and sheds light on secrets long hidden from the public eye. Stay tuned to hear Bishop Noel Jones's secret. On a quiet Sunday morning, an unexpected and shocking event unfolded inside the City of Refuge Church in Gardena, California. Following the morning service, First Lady Loretta Jones, wife of Bishop Noel Jones, was reportedly attacked by an unidentified woman. The church, a place of worship and sanctuary for many, was transformed into the scene of an unprovoked and violent assault that left Loretta Jones unconscious and the congregation in disbelief. According to witnesses present during the attack, the assailant approached Loretta Jones seemingly without warning. Before anyone could intervene, the woman struck Loretta in the face, knocking her unconscious. The suddenness and brutality of the assault shocked those around, as there had been no apparent interaction or argument preceding the attack. Church security immediately apprehended the assailant, but not before she made a disturbing claim. As security escorted the woman out of the sanctuary, she reportedly shouted, "Yeah, I did it because she gave my daughter cancer." This startling statement has since raised numerous questions about the attacker's mental state and her possible motives. The incident left the congregation in shock and deeply unsettled, raising concerns about the safety and security within their place of worship. Churches are typically seen as havens of peace, where individuals gather for spiritual healing and community. The violation of that sanctity through such a violent act has rippled through the community, leaving many to grapple with how such an event could occur within a space dedicated to faith and fellowship. Loretta Jones, who has long been a respected figure in the church community, was immediately attended to following the assault. She was transported to a local hospital by ambulance for medical evaluation and treatment. While the extent of her injuries has not been fully disclosed, the fact that she was rendered unconscious by the blow has caused significant concern. Her current condition remains uncertain, leaving the congregation and her loved ones anxiously awaiting updates on her recovery. Bishop Noel Jones, a prominent leader within the faith community and the brother of famed singer Grace Jones, now faces a deeply personal crisis. Known for his dynamic preaching and leadership, Bishop Jones is revered for his ability to inspire and uplift his congregation. However, this incident presents an unimaginable challenge, as he must now navigate both his spiritual responsibilities and the emotional weight of his wife's attack. The emotional toll of such an event is immense, and the church community has rallied around the couple, offering prayers and support during this difficult time. The alleged motive behind the attack, the claim that Loretta Jones was somehow responsible for causing the assailant's daughter to develop cancer, has left both church members and the broader community perplexed. There is no evidence to support the woman's claim, leading many to speculate that the attacker may have been suffering from a mental health crisis. The statement has added a chilling and bizarre layer to an already tragic event, raising concerns about the woman's mental stability and what may have driven her to commit such a violent act. In the wake of this incident, the church has begun to assess its security protocols. While places of worship are meant to be open and welcoming, this event underscores the need for vigilance and enhanced security measures, even in spaces that are typically seen as safe and serene. The unpredictability of public safety in modern times has prompted churches and other institutions to reconsider how they protect their congregations while maintaining an atmosphere of openness and community. As investigations continue, there is a strong sense of solidarity within the City of Refuge Church. Members of the congregation are coming together to offer their prayers for Loretta Jones's recovery, while also seeking comfort and healing from the emotional wounds left by the attack. The traumatic nature of the event has left a mark on the church, but it has also strengthened the resolve of its members to support one another and maintain their faith in the face of adversity. Bishop Noel Jones and his family will undoubtedly face challenges in the coming days and weeks as they work through the emotional and physical aftermath of the attack. However, with the support of their church community and the prayers of many, they are not alone in this journey. As more details emerge about the assailant and her motives, there will likely be further discussion about mental health, safety in public spaces, and the importance of compassion in times of crisis. Eyewitnesses described the horrifying scene to LA Focus, detailing how a large woman caused a significant commotion as she approached Loretta near the altar and struck her without warning. The moments leading up to the attack were marked by chaos and confusion, as Bishop Noel Jones had reportedly stepped away to change his clothes following the morning service, leaving his wife vulnerable and unprotected during what should have been a moment of reflection and peace. The crowd that had gathered near the altar was initially unsure of what was happening, as the assailant's yelling was indistinguishable, adding to the confusion. As the woman approached Loretta Jones, there was little time for intervention before the brutal blow was delivered. The impact left Loretta unconscious, and the sudden violence sparked an outcry from the congregation. Witnesses described hearing desperate cries of, "No, no, no!" as members of the church looked on in disbelief. The immediate shock was palpable, with people rushing to understand what had just occurred in the very heart of their sacred space. Church security swiftly intervened, detaining the attacker before she could cause further harm. However, the damage had already been done, both physically to Loretta and emotionally to the congregation. The church, which is a refuge for its members, a place of spiritual guidance and solace, had become the site of a violent and senseless act, leaving many struggling to make sense of the day's tragic events. The attacker, described as a large woman, reportedly yelled incoherently as she was restrained, with her words becoming clearer only as she was escorted out of the church. She was heard shouting, "Yeah, I did it because she gave my daughter cancer." A bizarre and troubling statement that has left the community even more perplexed. There is no known connection between the assailant and Loretta Jones, and the claim that the First Lady could be responsible for such a thing has been met with disbelief. The attacker's outburst has raised concerns about her mental state and what may have driven her to commit such a violent and unfounded act. As news of the attack spread, members of the church and the broader community took to social media to express their sorrow, disbelief, and support for Loretta Jones. Trina McDonald, a member of the congregation, shared her thoughts online, describing the day as deeply saddening and offering prayers for Loretta's health and recovery. Her sentiments were echoed by many others who expressed their heartbreak over the assault and their hope that Loretta would recover both physically and emotionally from the trauma she endured. Another woman, who identified herself as a First Lady and evangelist, expressed anger and frustration in response to the attack. She took to social media to denounce the violence, suggesting that the assault seemed demonic and driven by envy and jealousy. In her view, the attack was not merely a random act of violence, but one motivated by deeper, darker emotions that reflected the spiritual battle taking place in the world today. She urged for legal action to be taken against the assailant, emphasizing the importance of pressing charges to hold the woman accountable for her actions and to send a message that such behavior will not be tolerated even within the walls of a church. Now, trouble is brewing for Noel Jones following his wife's incident, according to observers. Let's find out a little about him. Bishop Noel Jones is a man whose life and ministry have been profoundly shaped by his heritage, faith, and family. The son of Marjorie and Robert W. Jones, his early years were marked by both spiritual and political influences. His father, Robert, was a bishop and a politician, which likely instilled in young Noel a sense of leadership and a passion for service that would guide him throughout his life. He is one of 7 children in the Jones family, a dynamic household that would later produce one of the world's most iconic performers, his sister, Grace Jones. The family's relocation to Syracuse, New York, when Noel was still a young child, was a pivotal moment that would shape his upbringing and future. The move from the rural, serene landscapes of Jamaica to the industrial, bustling environment of upstate New York introduced Noel to a new world of cultural and societal shifts, challenges that would mold his worldview and influence his approach to ministry. Growing up in a diverse and evolving American society, Noel was exposed to the complexities of racial, social, and economic disparities, experiences that would later inform his sermons and outreach efforts. Education played a central role in Bishop Jones's life. Recognizing his calling to ministry at an early age, he pursued theological studies with great enthusiasm. He began his academic journey at Enon Bible College, where he earned a Bachelor of Science degree in theology. This foundational education not only provided him with the intellectual tools to interpret and preach the Word of God, but also solidified his commitment to the spiritual development of himself and those he would eventually lead. His drive for spiritual and intellectual growth didn't stop there, as he later pursued and received a doctorate of divinity from the International Circle of Faith Colleges. This doctorate was a testament to his deep understanding of theological principles and his lifelong dedication to the pursuit of divine wisdom. Jones's early entry into ministry was marked by a clear sense of purpose and a vision to serve his community through faith. Even as a young man, it was evident to those around him that he was destined for leadership within the church. His preaching style, which is characterized by its passionate delivery and profound theological insight, has made him a beloved figure among his congregants and peers alike. His sermons often blend deep theological discourse with practical, real-world applications, making his messages both accessible and intellectually stimulating for a wide range of listeners. In 1994, Bishop Noel Jones was appointed to lead the City of Refuge Church in Gardena, California, a pivotal moment in both his ministry and the life of the church. This new chapter brought with it immense growth and transformation for the church, which under Jones's dynamic leadership evolved into one of the most prominent congregations in the region. What began as a small church community soon became a beacon of hope, healing, and spiritual guidance for thousands, a testament to Bishop Jones' visionary approach to ministry. One of the defining aspects of Bishop Jones' leadership at the City of Refuge has been his commitment to inclusivity and community building. His church, with its diverse congregation, reflects his belief that the church should be a place where people from all walks of life can come together in faith, regardless of their background, race, or socioeconomic status. This inclusive vision is evident in the makeup of the City of Refuge, which has attracted people from across Southern California and beyond, creating a vibrant and multi-ethnic congregation. The church has become a spiritual home for individuals seeking refuge from life's challenges, providing not only religious services, but also a range of community outreach programs aimed at empowering and uplifting those in need. Bishop Jones's preaching style has played a crucial role in the church's growth and appeal. Known for his dynamic and fiery delivery, Jones blends theological depth with practical life lessons, making his sermons accessible and relevant to a broad audience. He has a unique ability to take complex biblical texts and translate them into messages that resonate with the struggles and aspirations of everyday people. Whether speaking on topics of redemption, empowerment, or social justice, Jones's sermons strike a chord with listeners, offering both spiritual guidance and a call to action. His emphasis on social justice, in particular, reflects his understanding of the church's role in addressing societal issues, from poverty and inequality to racism and systemic oppression. One of the hallmarks of Bishop Jones's preaching is his focus on redemption, both personal and communal. He often speaks about the power of transformation through faith, encouraging individuals to not only seek forgiveness and spiritual renewal, but also to engage in the work of transforming their communities. For Jones, redemption is not just about personal salvation. It is about uplifting others, advocating for justice, and working toward the common good. This message has resonated deeply with those who attend the City of Refuge, many of whom come from marginalized communities and find in Jones's words a sense of hope and empowerment. Bishop Noel Jones has consistently maintained a level of privacy surrounding his personal life, a decision that reflects his desire to focus on his ministry and his work within the church. However, what is known about his personal life reveals a man deeply committed to his family and his congregation. Despite the public nature of his role as a religious leader, Jones has kept certain aspects of his life away from the spotlight, particularly when it comes to his children and his relationships. Bishop Jones was previously married and has 3 children, a fact that he seldom speaks about in public, choosing instead to protect the privacy of his family. His dedication to his children, however, has been an integral part of his life, as he balances the demands of his ministry with the responsibilities of fatherhood. His role as both a spiritual leader and a father highlights the duality of his life, one spent guiding others in their faith while also nurturing his own family. Although he has rarely addressed his previous marriage publicly, it is clear that his experiences as a father and former husband have shaped his perspectives on family, relationships, and the importance of spiritual leadership within the home. One of the most intriguing aspects of Bishop Jones's personal life is his relationship with his sister, the world-renowned singer and actress Grace Jones. Their familial bond has often been a subject of interest due to the stark differences in their public personas and career paths. While Grace Jones is known for her avant-garde artistry, bold performances, and larger-than-life public image, Bishop Noel Jones has built a career rooted in spiritual leadership, theological discourse, and community service. Despite their contrasting fields, the siblings share a deep connection, and their relationship reflects a unique blend of spiritual and artistic talent within their family. Both siblings, in their respective ways, have captivated global audiences, Grace through her revolutionary approach to music and fashion, and Noel through his powerful sermons and leadership in the Christian faith. The intersection of their lives, one shaped by creativity and rebellion, the other by faith and devotion, has often intrigued the public. Yet, Bishop Jones has never sought to define himself in relation to his famous sister, instead carving out his own path in ministry. Nevertheless, the Jones family's mix of artistry and spirituality highlights the wide-ranging talents and contributions they have made to both popular culture and religious life. It also underscores the idea that faith and creativity are not mutually exclusive, but can, in fact, coexist within the same family. A significant part of Bishop Jones's personal and professional life has been his relationship with his wife, Loretta Jones. The couple has become a powerful duo, both within their church and in their community. Loretta Jones, in her own right, is a prominent figure in the church, actively involved in its day-to-day activities and ministries. Her partnership with Bishop Jones has added a new dimension to his leadership as she brings her own experiences, wisdom, and compassion to the church community. While Bishop Jones is often seen as the face of the ministry, Loretta plays an equally important role behind the scenes, supporting her husband and helping to guide the church's various programs. One of the most discussed and scrutinized aspects of Bishop Noel Jones's life has been his relationship with Loretta Jones, a companionship that spanned over 2 decades before they officially married. The longevity of their relationship, without the formal commitment of marriage for many years, stirred considerable attention both within the church community and in the wider public. As the leader of the City of Refuge Church, Bishop Jones was, and still is, a highly visible religious figure, and his personal life inevitably became the subject of public discourse. For over 20 years, Bishop Jones and Loretta shared a close bond that was evident to their congregation and those who knew them. Despite their deep connection and Loretta's active involvement in his ministry, their decision not to marry earlier prompted questions about the nature of their relationship. In religious communities, particularly Christian ones where traditional values about marriage and relationships are emphasized, the unconventional arrangement between Bishop Jones and Loretta was seen by some as controversial. This raised eyebrows, particularly because many members of the church held Bishop Jones to a high moral standard, expecting his personal life to align with traditional Christian teachings on marriage and relationships. The scrutiny of their relationship reached new heights when the couple appeared on the reality television show Preachers of L.A., which aired from 2013 to 2014. The show, which followed the lives of high-profile pastors in Los Angeles, sought to give viewers a behind-the-scenes look at the personal and professional lives of these spiritual leaders. While the series offered insight into the challenges and triumphs of leading large congregations, it also spotlighted the personal lives of its participants, an aspect that led to significant public debate. For Bishop Jones, his relationship with Loretta became one of the central narratives of the show, bringing the complexities of their companionship to a much wider audience. On Preachers of L.A., viewers were given a glimpse into the dynamics of Bishop Jones and Loretta's relationship. The series portrayed their long-standing partnership and explored the public and private pressures they faced, particularly the question of why they had not yet married. The show's producers often highlighted moments of tension and reflection as Loretta expressed her feelings about their relationship and the future, while Bishop Jones grappled with the expectations placed on him as both a man and a religious leader. The portrayal of their relationship on the show sparked widespread debate. Critics of the couple were vocal in their concerns, arguing that Bishop Jones, as a prominent religious leader, should model the traditional Christian values of marriage and family more explicitly. Some argued that the couple's choice not to marry for so long was inconsistent with the expectations of church leadership, particularly in a faith that places significant emphasis on the sanctity of marriage. Others were concerned about the message this might send to the wider church community, fearing it could undermine the importance of marriage in the eyes of congregants, especially younger members who look to their pastor as a moral guide. On the other hand, many supporters of Bishop Jones and Loretta came to their defense, emphasizing that their long-term relationship was a personal matter and that they had the right to make decisions based on their own timeline and circumstances. These supporters pointed out that their companionship was built on mutual respect, love, and deep commitment, values that are just as important as the formal institution of marriage. Furthermore, they argued that Bishop Jones should be allowed to maintain his privacy and personal autonomy, even as a public figure. They believed that the pressures placed on religious leaders to conform to every traditional norm could be unfair and overly restrictive. Bishop Noel Jones has not only faced spiritual and personal challenges, but has also confronted significant health issues throughout his career. Perhaps the most notable of these health battles occurred in 2011 when he was diagnosed with a serious heart condition. This diagnosis came as a shock to his congregation and the wider community, as Bishop Jones, who had always exuded energy and passion, was suddenly faced with a health crisis that forced him to reevaluate his demanding lifestyle. The heart condition, which led to his hospitalization, underscored the intense physical toll that years of pastoral duties, public speaking engagements, and the emotional weight of leading a large congregation had taken on him. For years, Bishop Jones had maintained an exceptionally busy schedule, balancing the responsibilities of leading the City of Refuge Church in Gardena, California, with his roles in various religious organizations and his frequent appearances on Christian television and at conferences around the world. This non-stop pace, combined with the stresses that come with being a prominent spiritual leader, eventually caught up with him, forcing a period of reflection and a temporary step back from his day-to-day responsibilities. The heart-related health scare was a pivotal moment for Bishop Jones, not just in terms of his physical well-being, but also in how it shaped his approach to life and ministry. Faced with the reality of his mortality, he began to speak more openly about the importance of health and wellness, both for himself and for the community he served. The incident acted as a catalyst for a broader conversation about the need for self-care, particularly for leaders who often feel the pressure to constantly be present and available for others. For Bishop Jones, his diagnosis became an opportunity to use his platform to advocate for better health practices. After his hospitalization, Bishop Jones made it a priority to educate his congregation and the public on the importance of regular health checkups, a balanced diet, and stress management. He shared his personal experiences with vulnerability, recounting how he had neglected his own health in the past due to the relentless demands of his ministry. This openness resonated deeply with his followers, as they saw their spiritual leader not only as a man of faith, but as someone who, like them, faced physical challenges and the realities of aging. His decision to speak candidly about his health struggles allowed his congregation to connect with him on a deeper, more personal level. Bishop Jones's health challenges also highlighted the pressures that come with being a high-profile spiritual leader. The expectations placed on him, both by his congregation and the wider Christian community, were immense. Leading a large and diverse church like the City of Refuge, with its thousands of members, required constant attention and emotional energy. In addition to his pastoral duties, Bishop Jones was frequently called upon to speak at conferences, appear on television programs, and offer spiritual guidance to those in need. This level of visibility and responsibility can be overwhelming, even for someone as experienced and spiritually grounded as Bishop Jones. He often spoke about the loneliness that can accompany such a prominent role. Despite being surrounded by people and receiving admiration and respect, the weight of leadership can feel isolating. Bishop Jones acknowledged that the spiritual path he had chosen, though fulfilling, came with its own set of challenges. He carried the burdens of his congregation, offering them guidance, support, and comfort. But this also meant that he often had to put his own needs aside. His health scare served as a wake-up call, reminding him, and those around him, of the importance of balance, rest, and self-care, even for those in positions of leadership. In the years following his diagnosis, Bishop Jones made significant changes to his lifestyle. He adopted a more balanced routine, incorporating healthier eating habits, regular exercise, and moments of rest into his schedule. These changes not only improved his physical health, but also allowed him to continue his ministry with renewed energy and focus. His resilience in the face of adversity became a testament to his faith and determination, inspiring many within his congregation and beyond. What do you think about the life of Bishop Jones and the recent unfortunate incident that happened to his wife? Leave us your comments in the section below. We hope you have found this helpful video. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you like it. Thank you for watching this and see you in the next videos. Goodbye.